A website called All About the Tea.
He told All About the Tea that during the fight,
Hey, teacups, it's your girl Monica. Welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. Joining me tonight are teacup affiliates, the Bishop. Hey, Bishop.
hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. All right. Also joining us tonight is Plez. Hey, Plez. Y'all know.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. You look
Hey.
quite chipper.
Thank you. Thank you. You had a little reprieve, a little break in between
Okay.
work, and now I'm refreshed and
Hey. I
know
ready
that's
for
right.
the tea, honey.
I was at Marshall's and I got to tell y'all what happened. Also joining us tonight is teacup affiliate Marcella out of the DMV.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Marcella. I love it. I love it. Okay. Schoolboy says, come in my bed. I was fool-la-la. Oh my gosh. Listen, so right before we came on here, I was out fool-la-la myself, and which I normally don't do, but I just needed a break. I need to get out. And I went to Marshall's. And God, let me tell you something. God, okay. So, they said number 9's open. So then I'm go shuffling off to number 9, get up to the register. And the lady pulls down her mask and starts licking her fingers to open a bag. And that's before I even approached the counter. And I was like, look at God. Look at God. So me and the kids started shuffling backwards. The kids know. My kids know the protocol. Move back. Start shuffling back. We'll wait for another cashier. And we got this really nice young lady. And the first thing I asked her, I said, hey, do you lick your fingers to open the bag? She's like, no, I don't do that. I said, okay, thank you. So she rang us up and I said, hey, can you call the manager, please? And typically I'm not a snitch. But that was like code red, Code red. We're in a pandemic. But forget about the damn pandemic. Who wants someone else's DNA all over their nice new items? Do you?
No.
That is disgusting. I was just like, right? Yeah. Yeah, dude. Sickening. Just gross and nasty. So she rang us up and then I went and spoke to the manager, and the manager, she kind of had the face like, well, what's the issue at first? But then I started talking and I was like, your mouth has the most bacteria in your body. That is unacceptable. It's absolutely gross, disgusting. I can't believe she did that. Listen, I was just, but thank God she didn't ring up all my nice new stuff and then did that. Because I say, I'm sorry, you can keep it. I don't want none of that stuff. So that's how my day has gone so far. How was
Monica,
your day?
You was like, get back. You don't know me like that.
I was just the kids just started back. They was like, look, Ma, look. I just started backing up real fast. My kids know. Listen, we don't play when it comes to that stuff, okay? They can't even lick their fingers if the chicken tastes good. They know that. And if you do it, you got to run to the bathroom and wash your hands. That's nasty. Can't be touching stuff up in this house with No, we don't want DNA all over everything. We don't. How was your day?
It was good. Work, and more work. That's it for me. I went to get ran up in my break to get a little salad from Chick-fil-A. And the teacups have been filling me in on all things Steve Harvey and Martell Holt. So I'm glad we're here to talk about it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's it. Just enjoying the hump day, honey. Enjoying the hump day. And of course, fielding lots of pledge jokes.
Of course, naturally. T-Ness.
Did I do that?
You probably would. I'll take it though. Pledge is a really good product. It gets rid of dust, dirt, and grime, honey. So if that's what I get rid of. Bye, Dusties.
T Ness, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm with you, Monica. Hey, Teacup fam. Yeah, it's absolutely unacceptable. Marcella, how was your day?
Y'all, my air conditioner for downstairs broke. I thought it broke, but I had
Oh,
the guy come and check for the heat. He told me it needed this piece and it was going to cost $1,500. But what he did was turned off the air conditioner. And when I called him today, he said it might have affected your air conditioner. I had a brother come over and check my air conditioner and heat, and he let me know that the circuit box for the air was turned off. So the guy was going to charge me for both.
lied to you. Yeah,
Right.
lied
So
to you.
I've been running the Lowe's all day, getting wasps are coming out, carpenter bees, and I don't even have any wood except the deck and the bench out there. And I was just running all day today, and I was hot and tired and bothered.
Yeah, yeah. Also joining us this evening is Schoolboy. Hey, Schoolboy.
Hey.
That's the worst
Hey.
thing that can happen to you when that happens, especially it's warming up outside, Here's what I do. Here's a tip to homeowners. Have like a reputable, real expensive company come out. And a lot of times they don't charge you to come out, but if they do, it's like $60 or something.
It's
And
$60.
have them run through the whole diagnostic, turn your phone on and record the person, okay? And then call somebody else out. And when that person comes, like a person that gives you a cheaper quote, when that person comes out and starts to fool la la and tells you all this stuff, say you can run it back to him exactly what that other person said. And said, no, are you sure about that? Are you sure it's not just the ventilators? Blah, 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 blah. And they look at you like, how the hell you know that? I know. Okay. So yeah, I recommend that because these technicians, I'm telling you, they will rake you over the coals, and it's called hitting a lick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to get caught slipping. You don't. Hey, Schoolboy, how was your day?
Good. Blessed. Everybody talking about how I dragged Wanda. Look, I wasn't trying to drag that lady like that. I wasn't trying to do that to that lady, but she went there. She woke up the Thanos in my spirit. And I had to just give her the business. I didn't want to have to do that, but she took time on her at the casino to talk to us. I wanted her to just go back to the slots and put her thing in the machine, next to the people that's smoking in there. I know they social distancing in there, so it's probably every other machine. But I mean, ma'am, you took 30 minutes. But I thank you because I got more subscribers. Thank you for your
praise God. Won't he do it?
And you made my wave pattern just drip.
Hey.
Yes, I love that ponytail, girl.
Bend over again. Let me see that. Let me see that. Bend over. Oh,
T-Swab.
That's a natural wave. That's a natural wave, okay?
Look at you all suave.
Juices and berries. Like they talked about coming to America. Juices and berries.
Suave debonair. Suave.
Very, very nice. You got that good hair.
Yes,
that's why they always ask me, are you Puerto Rican? Are you Dominican? No, I'm black.
They look at you in the South. They look at you and say, what you is?
They'll start speaking Spanish to me. I don't know what the hell they're saying. I need to get bilingual. Martell, I'm going to have to take some classes from you. I'm going to have to get with you and get some classes in so I know what people be saying.
If I taught you for a week, all you would learn was the curse words.
Oh, Lord, probably.
Yeah, I don't need to know the rest of it. Just teach me the curse words.
Oh, Lord. Bendejo, puta. Listen, she will have you cussing folks out, okay?
Bendeja.
Beautifully. Beautifully.
Aculo,
oh, Lord. Ooh, child. Ooh. Okay, now. Marcella's Puerto Rican now. She will get you together in the Españols, okay? Beautifully animated. Thank you so much for the super chat. I know snitches get stitches, but these days, zip lips get COVID. Listen, don't play. Thank you, my love. Don't play around with me and your DNA. Ooh, and a pandemic? How dare you? No, ma'am. All right, y'all. So first and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, go on and bang that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the piping hot tea that we serve on this channel. Teacups. On the agenda tonight is Martell Holt, child. He, I I don't even know if I could say this joke. But this is what I was thinking. It was like one coon to another coon. It's like he met up with Steve Harvey. Okay, yeah, Steve Harvey, and he regrets ruining his marriage, and he's sorry. He's so sorry that he ruined his marriage over a $2 hoe, child. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at Bishop's face. I'm sorry, I had to say it. How is one cheater going to another cheater for advice? Make it make sense.
Right.
And a liar too. Two liars, uniting. All right, so I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we can get right into it. All right.
This is a damn shame.
It is a damn shame.
You made me think of the song when you was telling us about it. Like, all I wanna say is like all you have to do is say you sorry.
I thought about moving better. Sorry for 2004. That's what I thought about.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Let me see here.
Denise, please.
Yes, this is she.
Hi, Denise. My name is Gavin.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me go forward a little bit.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I will mention a few, baby.
I'm play with a black woman's ring. I gotta ask y'all something. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Wow. The Steve Harvey Martell. Wow.
Isn't it wrong to go get your ring of praise, though? Isn't that like wrong?
Let me keep going.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, wait. Yeah. It's the what Martell? Yeah.
It's the number one show, brother. It is a beautiful thing. It really is.
Okay, wait a minute. Sorry, went too far. All right.
I've never seen the show.
I know you have. Right.
I know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's the number one show.
Everyone's gonna say that Martell is the number one show on everybody watches.
Wait, hold on. Wait. It's the number what Martell? Yeah.
It's the number one show, brother. It's okay.
I think Ready to Love is the number one show, Martell. I think it is. It's two different things. Go ahead, Shirley.
Love and Marriage Huntsville is this show that seemed to come out of nowhere, out of Huntsville, Alabama. It's about these three very prosperous Black couples, entrepreneurs.
Real estate.
Their real estate, their development. Anyway, they're in Huntsville, Alabama, and they have a group, company name called the Comeback Group. That's how it started, and that's what you thought you were going to see, how they navigate through their businesses and their marriages. But what came out of that was the marriage between Martell and Melody Holt and the dynamic of their marriage and what they were going through. Come to find out, there was a lot going on that we didn't even know about. First, you see this beautiful couple. I mean, beautiful. Melody Holt is stunning, a stunningly gorgeous woman. They were married, 3 children at first, Steve. They had some problems. She heard he was cheating. They worked through it. And then they got pregnant again with the 4th child. So that's kind of how it was. Then after that, there were more rumors of cheating. And it didn't end so well so far. They ended up in divorce court. It's just a mess, okay? It is just really, 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 at this point, a mess. And people like mess. So that's why we watch this show. That's why everybody is so into Love and Marriage Huntsville on the OWN network. So again, Martell reached out to us because, he is getting bashed. And, some people say deservedly so because he cheated. He had a beautiful family and he cheated and lost his family. So now he wants advice. I'm assuming, Martell, you want to and try to, go on with your life, basically. Is that why you're here?
Definitely so. I would definitely say that being a husband, and, I'm not going to say not having a father figure or not having a Black role model, not having that as an excuse, but, I was really learning trial and error as I was going, so we was married for 12, 13 years. And we had a lot of ups and downs, great times and not so great times. And but you.
All right, coming up.
Hold on, guys. They're playing music in the background. Hold on a minute. Let me pull something else up because I can't have that music in the background. Give me a minute. Give me 1 second. Not now.
Now, are we to understand that he reached out to Steve Harvey to come on his show, or Steve Harvey asked him to come there?
Actually, I think it was him because I saw in a comment section where he thanked his publicist for hooking him up. So maybe it was him that reached out to Steve
he
Harvey.
was. That's what he said. He's the one that decided to go on their show. They didn't ask him. He wanted to go there.
Well,
I have another.
Today I got an Instagram from him too, and it was attached all of us. Did you get it too, Bishop?
No, I didn't get that.
I didn't get it.
They tagged us all.
What was it? Instagram? Like from who? Martell?
Yes. But it was a lady who was speaking for him. Let me look at it.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull up this video. Let me share my screen real fast. I have another clip of just the interview because I can't have that music playing.
Yeah, you don't want to get copyright.
Yeah. Okay, so let me go back here.
They should not zoom up on his lips.
She looked like she don't need to be zoomed up on him.
Is that Shirley? Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
And some people say deservedly so, because he cheated. He had a beautiful family, and he cheated and lost his family. So now he wants advice. I'm assuming, Martell, you want to move forward and try to, go on with your life, basically. Is that why you're here?
Definitely so. I would definitely say that being a husband, being a husband and, I'm not going to say not having a father figure or not having a black role model.
He wants advice.
As I was going, so we was married for like 12, 13 years. And, we had a lot of ups and downs and great times and not so great times. And, but, I failed. And, that's why I'm here. Because for my future, I want to be better. Here's point blank,
Okay.
I don't want to continue to do the things that I've done in the past.
Okay, can I ask a question? Because I don't know the answer to it. So are you divorced? Are you married? Is it over? Are you trying to reconcile?
Yeah, well, no.
Sorry.
The divorce is final. It was final as about a month ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it's life after marriage or life after a divorce,
Yeah, well, yeah, I do know.
So do I. I know as well.
A lot of experience of this right here, Martell. You call the right man if you're trying to figure out how to do it again.
I think marriage is a beautiful thing. It really is. I enjoy being married. There's just some things that happen up, and I guess I dropped the ball. I really
Okay. So let me ask you something. When you say you dropped the ball, tell me where you think you went wrong.
I guess thinking that I deserve more. Well, I'm not gonna say that.
Careful.
I think I was being greedy. And at times, I would definitely say that I was saying that my wife wasn't doing certain things within the relationship, but I guess I should have communicated that in a different way, opposed to stepping out,
Okay, yeah. Okay, what we're not gonna do is we're just gonna tell your truth. We're gonna leave your ex-wife. We're not gonna bash or blame.
No,
Melody.
No, not at all. Not at all.
We're not gonna do that.
I was just saying how I messed up, how I should have handled it in a different way.
Yeah.
So no bashing, no negativity, anything of that nature.
I kind of felt that from you.
But there was a lot of that, though, Steve, which is why I said it.
Yeah.
On the show, a lot of
there was a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, he didn't do it just now. I ain't seen the show, so let me keep saying that.
That's how the women come at me, just like he just did. Mm-hmm. That's how they come at me. And I haven't.
Oh, that's forever, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Martell, that's forever. Living this one down gonna be.
But Martell, you're here you wanted to come. We allowed you to come. We welcome you to the show, and we do want you to tell your side of it. We welcome Melody to do the same thing if she would like to.
Well, when we come back,
yeah,
I have a couple of questions that you can answer for me, and then we'll go from there. Our special guest today is Martell Holt from
Love and Marriage Huntsville on the OWN channel.
Straight up on I-65.
We'll be back.
Just
23 minutes after. Right after
this. Nassau Space
That's right.
All right, Steve, we are back with our live Strawberry Letter. Like we said earlier, the first one we've done in many, many years. Our special guest today is Martell Holt from the OWN Network's Love and Marriage Huntsville. We could recap. So do you have an idea of kind of what's going on now, Steve? I know you said you haven't watched the show.
I haven't watched the show, but this brother's on here. He had a family. He lost his family because he
cheating.
Well, yeah, he didn't know how to do it, and he said in his own words he was just greedy, and so it caused the demise of his family. Well, I just pulled a picture and looked up beautiful family, and so the divorce is final now. So let me ask you this, Martell: if you could do anything differently, what would you have done?
If I could have done anything different, what would it have been? I think the communication with my wife. I think just like what she mentioned to me, what I should have done is I should have literally grabbed her and set her down and had that adult conversation opposed to the things that I was complaining about. I would just complain candidly, opposed to really saying, hey, listen, we have an issue. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it because it's making me feel a certain way that wouldn't be pleasant for our marriage. So, like what she mentioned, better communication.
Okay, now let me ask you something. Were you, while you were having these verbal complaints, was there anything you was doing that deserved a complaint?
Well, she wasn't complaining about too much. We had children. We have children, and a lot of the times I was like a more developed parent. But no, it wasn't anything that she was complaining about. It wasn't.
Well, now let me ask you this, though, dog. Was no. Was it she wasn't complaining because she didn't know everything?
I'm not sure. I mean, we have to have her on the phone for that because.
Well, let me ask you this. Was you hiding the cheating part pretty good, and for how long? Before she confronted you about it.
Yeah, I was. When I was complaining, when I started to complain, that's around the same time that I stepped out.
Yeah.
When I started to complain, certain things then wasn't adjusted the way I wanted it, which was selfish. But this one I stepped out.
Yeah.
And it went on for about a year before she found out.
Went on for a year. Now let me ask you something. Do you think in your mind that the stepping out also brought about the demise of the relationship?
I would definitely say so. Because that probably took something out of me that could have been going toward my wife, and I was issuing it over here to someone else. So I totally agree with that.
And there's a baby involved, Steve.
What you mean?
He has a baby with this other woman.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a baby.
About 5 years on down the line.
Here we go. What?
Yeah.
You don't watch the show, Steve.
No,
he has a whole baby with this other woman. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. The other woman got pregnant?
She did. I mean, this is when we said that we were going to get divorced and all that type of stuff. So it's not like it happened early on, but it happened.
Well, hold on now. Hold on. Because after she found out she was cheating, how long were you all married after she found out?
5 years.
It took her 5 years to find out?
No. She found out 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. So she stayed with you after she found out you was cheating.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But okay, how old is the baby? The new baby?
Newborn.
It was born around Christmas, right?
This Christmas?
No, it's a newborn. Everybody trying to say when the baby was born.
Well, when was it born?
That's what the hell I asked.
Yeah, when was it born?
See, hey, dog, hey, Martell, understand something. We can't undo none of this. So I'm just trying to get the facts. Okay. So I just leave it alone. You got a newborn, but you have how many children with your wife, the woman you were married? You got 4 kids. How close in age is the last 2? See.
Well, Melanie, she is 1.5, and my third is 5. So it's like a 4-year difference.
She found out 5 years ago. God,
Well,
So she has a.
well, before I wanted to say this too, Steve. Before we do run out of time, Martell did come on here to get some advice from
no,
me.
that's what we're gonna do. That's why we go. This is longer than 2 strawberry letters.
Yes, it is.
We finna carry this over to break number 3. I do want to hear the soldier out. Cause look, I've been there. I mean, men can quit tripping. Every man know this story. Stop acting brand new. Every man know this story.
All right, hold on.
Not my daddy.
We'll have part 3 of the Strawberry Letter with our special guest. This live Strawberry Letter with Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville. We'll be back at 46 minutes after the hour, right after this. All right, here we are, Steve, live with Martell Holt from Owns Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, Martell has come on for advice.
Please come on the show for advice. Now, I had to get some background. Took me 2 breaks to get the background. Martell was married to a woman. They have a family together. He admittedly stepped out and now found out there's another child involved. And the divorce is final. And so now here he is. And he's admitted that he did some things wrong. What I learned myself was you can't fix in your house. You can't fix what's wrong in your house outside your house. And a lot of men go that route, to be honest with you. There's something wrong, and they start telling it to somebody, and somebody give a listening ear. Next thing you know, they listening real good, and they seem to be understanding. Next thing you know, so some things jump off. So, Martell, where we at right now, man? What would you like to accomplish with this phone call?
So right now, I guess I'm going through a tough time because we do have our 4 children. Our divorce just has been over about a month ago now, and I guess I do want to move forward, but I guess I need to know how do I move on in terms of do I start to I'm not gonna say start dating someone now, but what does the future look like?
Well, you've been doing that. So.
Don't say date.
No, don't worry about that. But see, let me say this. Because I don't care how a marriage goes. At the end of the day, the children had nothing to do with it. And every man that has been found guilty of this, every last one of us who have been guilty of this have had to grapple with the facts that we blew a family.
Yeah.
We messed up a family.
Yeah, that's what I'm battling with right now too.
Yeah, man, because it's hard, man, because in the words of Tyrese in that song Shame, what am I supposed to tell these kids? See, that's the gripper. And that's where a lot of us as men, we don't have groups to help us through these moments like this. Okay.
Well, he is seeing a therapist, Steve, by the way.
Okay. Who is a therapist?
Yeah, he's seeing a therapist.
Yeah.
I have.
Is the therapist, is he divorced?
No, he's been married, I think, about 30-something years. And my thing is, the reason I wanted to speak with you, Steve, honestly, is because I feel that you've been through some things.
That's what I'm saying.
And you are like the best person to seek advice from, someone that has actually been through something.
And I'm gonna talk to you. You don't go learn how to swim. Somebody can't swim. You play golf from somebody know the golf swing. If you're in therapy, you talking to a dude that never been divorced. I mean, what? What are we talking about here? That's my opinion. I got
That's mine too.
All right, we're gonna come back more. Break number 8.
All right, more with Martell Holt from Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Right after this. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, our special guest. This is a special live edition of the Strawberry Letter for today. Our guest is Martell Holt. That's right, I said Martell Holt from Love and Marriage, Huntsville on OWN. Martell reached out to us. He is seeking advice from Steve. He wants to move on now. He wants to move on. And it's nothing wrong with that because that is life. You have to move on. You know, that's how we learn. We make mistakes, we move on. Steve.
Now, Martell has informed me of what happened. He had a marriage, had some things going wrong in it. He didn't know how to handle it. He admittedly handled it the wrong way. He lost his family, divorce is final. He has children and another child outside the marriage. And today he's sitting here faced with what I know a lot of men are faced with. You know, I've had to look at it myself. And so what I'm saying to you now, Martell, is if I were you to move forward, because you are now, your divorce is public. It's crazy. So now, you know, you're getting ate up alive by women. They're not trying to hear you. But the one thing you could do, see, the one thing men don't do is we don't do closure.
Right.
And sometimes, man, closure is a very significant thing for women, especially public, because since your wife was embarrassed publicly, it's like when the newspaper make a mistake and the rebuttal, it'd be front page mistake, but then the rebuttal be in the classified section in small print. We made a mistake. They don't do that. So probably the beginning of helping your girl and yourself and your kids is to publicly apologize to her and admit you're wrong in it so that she can get some type of relief from what she's been feeling with publicly. You feel what I'm saying?
I do 100%.
And ask for forgiveness.
That's what she's not gonna forgive him. That's not going to happen.
He can ask.
Don't worry about that. That ain't what you after. He has to make her whole, not himself whole.
Yeah.
See? And so what he tried to do is find a way so he can kind of put something together for this woman. I think that would be an interesting way to go about it, to publicly address this situation and put her at ease so she's not at fault for some of the things you may have said publicly about her. It was just probably you lashing out, trying to cover and all this here. Because I know, man, look, man, when we as men do wrong, we justify our wrong with telling the woman what she did wrong and caused us to do wrong. And,
that's what I've been doing for quite some time. Well, listen, Steve, I see Shirley, you mentioned certain things in terms of like I publicly said this and that. So we started filming the show. I didn't want to put our business on TV. I didn't want to publicly talk about.
Oh, but the show did.
But no, they did. They did. No one would have known anything. No one would have known anything. I mean, it's a reality show. We choose to see what we want to put out there. Mm-hmm. And it was a surprise to me when she hit me with it. It was a surprise and shock when she hit me with it, and it was on TV. So that was the first of it right there.
I tell people all the time, if you want your marriage to not survive, put it on TV.
Right.
Put that damn thing on TV, because now you can't work it out by yourself. I think the beginning of Martell is the public statement to make her whole again and not yourself.
I like that.
Because it provides an element of closure. And then after that, there is a little bit of suffering that you have to endure. I did it, man. I know. And mine wasn't entirely my fault either. I can tell you flat out. But in the court of public opinion, it don't matter.
The man is wrong.
Oh, doggy, in the court of public opinion, it doesn't matter.
Don't be a victim, Martell.
No. I'm just saying, it just doesn't matter. I'm not saying to be a victim. It just don't matter. A dude, I don't give a damn what you say. You know, so it's going to be a level of suffering that you have to endure because of the pain that was inflicted.
Yeah.
You know, because no matter what you're going through, it pales in comparison to what this woman who had these kids had to go through.
Do you still love her, Martell?
There you go.
Oh, I definitely love her. Yeah.
Are you still in love with her? Are you still in love with your ex-wife?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it hurts me to say that. To be, it hurts me a lot to say that, but I'm not.
Okay, this is part one.
There's a lot of people listening to this. You can't just say.
We only went part 9. I know.
Hold on, yeah, we got to take a quick break.
This ain't no strawberry letter. This is life.
This is a reality show.
This is real life. Welcome to the Steve Harvey reality show.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Monica Barnes, Carla Farrell, and Shirley Strawberry.
All right,
hang on. Just hang it on. Martell, all you know is
we trying to hang it on.
Hang on, Martell. Okay, we got to take a quick break here. We'll be back with more of this live Strawberry Letter reality show right after this. All right, we're back with part 5. It is part 5 of our live Strawberry Letter.
12.
of our live Strawberry Letter reality show today with our special guest Martell Holt, who reached out to us. He wanted some advice during the Strawberry Letter segment, and that is what we do. We give advice. And Martell is here seeking that, and we're trying to do that. And Carla, during the break, you said...
Hold on 1 second. But he came on the show. He told me his situation. His wife is divorced. He had outside relationships. There's another baby involved. The divorce is finalized. He loves his wife. He's not in love with her. And his whole thing was, what can I do to move forward? My first suggestion is to provide this woman with some type of closure. What you publicly did to her and said to her, the apology has to be at that same level. See, it kills me when people talk about me on the internet. Then when I catch them somewhere, they want to say I'm sorry in the dressing room. No, your ass get on that same internet you was on when you was talking all that yak. Then when I got up in your face, man to man, now you down to something else. I'll break this too damn short.
And see, they were, and okay, I have a question too. Go ahead, Carla. You wanted to say something here.
I think, Martell, what's missing is, I watched the show and I've talked about the show. You just did not show any remorse. It did. You broke her heart. And you saw that over and over. And as a woman, as women, we watching Melody, we're on Team Melody because we understand how she feels. And I'm just saying what you're saying right now, what Steve is saying, to apologize publicly and say these things. But the one thing that I never got from you is that you were sorry that you broke your wife's heart. And I just did not get that genuinely from her, from you. And even the conversations when you guys were on the show, you talked about what you weren't getting from her. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Hold on.
Hold
on, we're going to give you a chance, Martell, to respond and to make it right, try to make it right and apologize and all that. But we got to take another break, and we'll be back with more of this live Strawberry Letter reality show right after this.
Hey, listen, y'all, we back. I'm taking this kind of fast. Martell Holt is on the phone with us today on the radio. His family's broken up. His wife is divorced him. He was unhappy. He stepped out. There was another child involved. Carla brought up an interesting point while we were talking about all of this, is that the reason so many women are Team Melody is because they kind of watched you break her on television with some of the things you said. And Carla said you've never seen quite remorseful about it in a sincere way. How do you respond to that?
I'm very sorry, and You know, I didn't want to bring this against my family. You know, there's many times that I prayed on my knees and asked the Lord to really, for real, like, remove this sin from me. You know, but it's like I kind of fell for this person, and it got out of hand. And now that we're on a reality show, it's like my back is against the wall. And then I guess you guys know about reality shows, they get to run the narrative the way they want to run it. You know, it's a lot of things that y'all women are saying on this TV show that I really would not do in real life. You know, the editing is very serious. I'll tell you that. The editing is very serious. And, you know, I've been very apologetic to my wife. And it's...
But Martell, you can't control who you are on that show, because there has to be a way that you can control who you are. They can't make the Martell be the Martell they want it to be just because they want ratings. You have to be able to control the Martell that you want, the Martell that's portrayed out there.
Well, now let me say this too.
That sounds really good. That sounds really good. But when they put you in, when you try to meet 5 different people that you really would not meet in real life, that makes you feel some type of way. I'm up here meeting people, telling them about my relationship that I was normally going to do. What I'm supposed to do? Tell the producers that I'm not going to meet today?
Right.
No, that's my job.
And Martell, but I think what Tommy is saying is this, Martell. My father told me something a long time ago, real simple, man. He said, son, don't give him a pen to stick you with. And I think you gave him too much fuel. I think you said some things that they didn't have to really embellish, just play it.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes, man, when we in front of people, we flex a little bit.
Right.
And I think to my understanding is, there was a lot of flexing on the show. Because, you know, when the camera's on, you know, everybody want to appear in their best light. And you appeared in your best light, put her in her worst light.
Yeah.
And that's and that has cost you a family. When we come back, man, we're going to talk about that, the importance of the family. And after you apologize to her publicly, not privately, what I think as Steve Harvey you should do to move forward. And I think we'll be able to put some type of closure to the situation. We come back like that.
All right, it's good, Steve. We'll be back with our last break of the day with Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville right after this.
Get some more coffee.
All right, Steve, here we are, our last break of the day. Our very special guest today from Owns Love and Marriage Huntsville has been Martell Holt, who reached out to us. He wanted some advice during the Strawberry Letter, and that's what we were, you know, here trying to do. Because I, you know, believe in redemption. I mean, we would tell the same person who wrote in with these same issues, you know, about redemption and forgiveness and things like that, and public apologies, like you said. So that's what we're here for.
You know,
go ahead.
Listen, you know, just to recap it, this brother called in. He made some mistakes in his marriage. He knows that. He stepped outside. He's lost his family. He wants to move forward. There's another child involved. And we've been talking. And one of the things that I know that men are not good at is we're not good at closure. Now, the thing about this brother is it's a lot of men out here that are him. A lot of men out here can know exactly where he's coming from. Let's stop all this. We righteous. Damn, oh man, I can't believe you did that. Yeah. Okay. And this is a story that's played out in a lot of places. This is played out all over the country, all over the world, all of the time. And it ain't just this. The days have changed. There's women doing the exact same thing now. You know, it's just, I will be truthful with you. Women are way better at it.
We're smarter.
They're just better at it. So now, Martell, as I talked to you about apologizing, you thought that would be a good move to do publicly for her, to give her some closure, because, you know, what was done publicly can only be undone publicly. You know, you're not going to get your family back. You're not in love anymore, but you do love them. I saw a picture of your family, man, beautiful family. So now moving forward, man, here's what we have to do as men. We cannot, even though we make a mistake and we cost ourselves the family structure. We cannot crumble the fiber of the family because them kids ain't got nothing to do with this.
Right.
And kids are affected by divorce.
Yes, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
they are affected. And so what they have to know at the end of this, Martell, from my standpoint, is they have to know that their daddy loved them more than he loves anything else. Your children have to know that you love them more so than you love anything else you've ever done. And so it becomes a part of, if you and the wife can be cool enough to sit in front of the children and show a unified front. I don't know where y'all at with that. I don't know if that's doable. I don't know if the hurt is too much right now. Because sometimes it takes time. And like Bishop Jakes told me, he said, man, you can't just say I'm sorry and expect to walk back in that tomorrow and it's all good.
Right.
He said, that's not how this works.
That's how it used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because somebody got injured.
Yeah.
You know, and even though they put a bandage on it,
Deeply.
the pain is still there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming, Martell, you called because look, man, obviously you love your family, your kids.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
And so we gotta get in there, man, and produce.
You're saying step one, Steve, is to publicly apologize on his road to redemption and getting, moving forward with his life. You're saying step one is to publicly apologize.
See, the Lord's Prayer says, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. You can't expect God to show you grace and mercy if you don't exhibit grace and mercy.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
That was one of the things that upset the women so much, is that the arrogance that you had. It seemed like you were just so arrogant about it, and just I did it.
It is what it is.
You kept lying about it, and all of that, and that's what infuriated us. You were so arrogant. So now,
because at the beginning I didn't want the whole country in my business. First off, because it wasn't
You're on a reality show.
No, stop. I mean, it wasn't a plan of Martell to put because I knew what was going to happen if it got out. So I didn't want it to be out. So yeah, I'm going to lie. But at first I'm like, no, I wasn't cheating. I don't want everybody to know she knew and I knew. And to me, that should have been it. It should have been brought to you guys. It should have been brought to the world, because I knew it was going to happen. So I was lying about it.
Well, at least you're honest about that.
Well, listen, Michelle. Every man on the show understands that right
there. He's honest about lying.
Before.
Hold it down.
Got to lie.
Well, we only have a couple of minutes left, so let's let Martell have the floor so he can publicly apologize.
Go ahead, Martell.
Okay. So to Melody, the person I've been with for over 14 years. I grew up with you. We've accomplished a lot in life. We got 4 beautiful children, and I wouldn't be the person that I am, and I'm not talking about the negative things, but I wouldn't be the person I am without you. I do love you. I love what we stood for, and it's my deepest hope that we can, co-parent together, accomplish that, and make sure that we raise our children in the same way that we wanted to raise them when we're together. So I just want to know that I am sorry to have put you through this, my children through this, our families through this. It hurts me. And I know it hurts you just as much as it hurts me. And I'm sorry, Melody, for everything that I've done. Everything. And I thank you for the opportunities that you gave me. You gave me plenty of chances to get it right. God gave me plenty of chances to get it right. I remember us talking about things in terms of God blessing us and showing us favor. And then every time I step out, we lose that favor. And to you, I wish you the best in life, your career, and from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. I am.
Yeah. Well, brother, I think it's sincere. It is. Yes, man, it's not. It's nothing else you can do, and saying it is so. it's just saying it helps a little bit.
Yeah.
It don't fix nothing, you know, but at least, man, when a woman can hear you publicly say it and hear her name and hear how you feel about the kids, it just gives them something, some type of public relief, because y'all been beat up in the media so bad, man. So look, man, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you coming on to say this, to get some advice. And you took it, man. And, you know, you're a decent person, man. It's, you know, look, we make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you got to get up and go again, man. Just go out there, man, and be the best, absolute best dad that you can be to them children, man. Don't let them feel no pain because of this, man. And, you know, keep talking to God about it, man. And one day, man, this will all get better. So we thank you for joining us, Martell Holt. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, brother.
All right, y'all. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, we're back. Bishop, what were your thoughts on this interview?
Well, it was a decent interview. I always expect something else. But can we talk about that tight shirt? Like, sir, you're not in the gym. Why are we wearing Adidas workout clothes? Like, I'm confused.
He looked like Hercules.
Bishop, I done told you all. I'm sorry. I told you all that man's blouses snap in the middle.
Oh, you talking about a onesie?
Those look like fake, like a fake abs and a chest. And you see how it's lopsided. It's lopsided. He's wearing a suit underneath that. That's not real abs. He's wearing like one of them things you put on at Halloween from Party City, and then he put a shirt over it.
Monica, go to bed.
You got me looking all in the camera. I'm all close on it. You know
what in the world?
I'm telling y'all, I had a mock turtleneck just like that. My mama bought me in 7th grade. It snapped in the middle. It was a whole bodysuit.
A leotard?
That's what he got on.
If
but
you
they
like
got the snap so you can pee easy.
So you saying
Somebody
if you like
echoing.
it, you should put a ring on it. Is it echoing now?
It's much better. Yeah.
Okay.
You had the window open, huh?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I thought it was me. I'm like,
yeah, Bishop, your overall thoughts. Because I thought he got played. He thought he was going to Steve Harvey and Steve was going to be on his side and everything. And then Steve flipped it on him. Like,
I kind of in a way thought he thought a little bit of both. He thought he was going to get grace and mercy. And on top of that, he thought he was going to get some leniency. But that apology, I'm sorry, that apology, you know, it's supposed to be the ending of the end all be all. It was terrible. I'm like, we built things together. I'm like, where is it you embarrassed her? Where's the apology that you brought another woman into your marriage? Where's that part of the apology at? You made her and made her feel like she looked, you know, made her look crazy on TV and in real life. So I just okay.
Yeah.
I was confused, thoroughly confused.
Channel members, I dropped the link to the backstage on the community tab. Y'all can go grab that. Marcella, what were your thoughts?
But I gotta go. I want to say bye to everyone. I gotta step on out.
Bishop. See you later. Bye.
All right,
See
have a
you
good
tomorrow.
one.
You too. Bye.
All right.
Marcella, what were your thoughts?
But listen, when he opened his mouth, I knew he was going to try to pass blame over to Melanie. And Shirley said, what we not going to do. So he had to rethink what he was going to say. And another thing that just slaps me in the face, you going to a cheater to get some advice, and the cheater tells you you didn't know how to do it. If y'all listen to the first beginning, Steve says he didn't know how to do it. That means he didn't know how to cheat. But because Steve had 3 wives, they all begins with M. Every wife, 1, 2, 3, and 2 of them, and especially the second one, he embarrassed. So I never heard him say he was sorry to his second wife. And he just agreed with everything Steve said. but he wasn't giving Steve all the information. Like, there's a baby on the way. I'm not going to tell you how old this baby is. He wasn't giving Steve all the information. And then he looked like Batman. And he said that he was on his knees praying, okay? He was on his knees. But what I heard, he wasn't praying. I heard that he's a crunch and munch. He likes fur burgers. I believe he was on his knees. And Martell keeps saying, my wife. That is no longer his wife. This is your ex-wife. Yeah. And she don't want your apologies. And then to not tell Steve that it's just more than one $2 hoe. There's a 50-cent hoe, a dollar hoe, and other hoes. You didn't tell Steve and Shirley the whole story. And Shirley was right. You embarrassed her. You was arrogant. You was a narcissist. Listen, Melanie, he is mad because Melanie moved on instead of going down. She has went up. Melanie is making her money, looking good for the next biscuit, and the next man she get will treat her very well, and his children. Will treat Martell's children good and is going to show them what a father's supposed to be. He didn't even say, my kids have been embarrassed. I just didn't want nobody to know. As long as nobody knew, he could keep doing this foolishness. He wanted to hide all of that from the world, but Melanie wasn't having it, and she was very smart because she documented everything she had went through for her divorce on national TV. Melanie is over there smiling, laughing at Martell's apology. That was not an apology because he was trying to think of the words. When you look up to the left, you're trying to think of what to say. He did not have anything to say. He didn't want to apologize. He's talking about, first he told Steve, I don't love her. I'm sorry to say that. And then in his apology, he says, I love her. So he probably miss her. Y'all seen him sitting around the table, nobody around there with him. He by himself, and he don't want to be over there with no crying newborn.
Oh, goodness gracious. Schoolboy, what are your thoughts?
I thought this was two mushmouth fools talking about cheating. Like, I tapped out in the middle of it because I was just like, first of all, what compression shirt did you buy? I wear that to work out in, sir. You got that tight shirt on. It's screaming. I'm screaming for you to take it off. It look like you got a whole rack of breath. Please get you a little, you need somebody get him a sports bra. That was ridiculous. Then, then the whole time he doing this. Well, Steve, sir, can you upgrade your, put your phone on whatever you got to do. Ariana should be embarrassed. This ninja that went from platform to platform, putting you down like the toe jam between his toes. It's like you must have zero self-esteem or self-worth that you would keep dealing with this trash bag right here. And you still crying like that R. Kelly song, I Can't Sleep. Hey, if you mad in the chat because I said that, oh well, that's a good song, damn it. He was in the snow. And I feel like this fool is in the snow somewhere crying. Now you want to be sorry. You wasn't sorry when you was out here doing it. Was you sorry when you was up in it? Was you sorry when you was laid up over there? Then you want to lie. Steve with them dry lips, they didn't got it zoomed in on him. Sir.
Look at Steve. Look at Steve Harvey. I'm so over it. He talking
about, what did you do? Steve, you a cheater. He a cheater. Why are we here? Okay, the whole conversation was BS. We shouldn't have been here. He's salty because she went over there to Tasha K and told her business over there and made you look even further stupid because she done made her whole rounds through all of YouTube. Okay. And you still looking like a plumby fool. Fool. I don't understand, Martell. What do you want somebody to coddle you and put you up on a titty and tell you you didn't do nothing wrong? You was foul, sir. You was foul. Now you want to be, I'm sorry, she's not your wife. Okay? Somebody else is hitting that now. Okay? She happy. She done moved on. She ain't even thinking about you. Now you still up here dried up crying. Somebody get that man a Kleenex. He needed to go over there to Candace and dab in the corners of his eyes. Because I'm sick of him.
Bless, what are your thoughts? That was well said, Schoolboy, by the way. What are your thoughts?
I think that his PR agent is working overtime and they need a raise because it's not enough money in the world that would allow me to pitch him to anyone, anytime, anywhere, because he's not ready. He needs to take a step back. He needs to actually do the work, but his narcissism will not allow him to do that. You know, the bodysuit, we've covered that. I loved how Shirley and Carla actually watched the show and were able to step in and shut it down. Like, no, sir, we're not the stuff that you normally do. That's not going to happen here. And I understand that Steve is the head, but when you're going to be interviewing someone, his EPs, his, whatever the little assistants they have around there, someone should have prepped Steve with at least the some bullet points of who the man was. First of all, he kept calling him Montel, a la Jordan and Williams. I was like, oh, Steve, he'll mess up anybody's name. And then the face that he made when the baby revelation came, I died. I was like, yeah, Steve.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can't just smooth this over with your gift of gab like you normally do. This is a man who is getting all of the smoke that he deserves. And honestly, I'm beyond Martell at this point. This hopefully should be a lifelong lesson for any future couples who are out there thinking about getting on reality TV. Cheating men, all your skeletons gonna come out, because the side women who may have been cool with being side women before are going to be jealous because you and your wife now have this new platform. And they aren't going to sit by and be quiet while someone else gets all of the shine, the money, the accolades, and everything else. The first thing that let me know, other than just him in general, where he told on himself that he has not grown and is not in a place to move on, was that he kept downplaying her complaints. Steve gave him an opportunity to show growth, to say, hey, okay, you had your complaints. What was she complaining about? What did she? She ain't had no complaints. Clear narcissist. And that's one thing that drives me about a lot of men. They think they deserve the sun, the moon, the stars. You got to cook, clean, raise the kids, hang from the chandelier in the bedroom. You bring home half the money. They want you to be a 1950s wife, but you out here working too. So if she's getting the bag, you need to be getting 50% of that housework and raising them kids. And he kept trying to throw that in. I was the predominant parent. I was the boo-hoo. You they daddy. We're not back in those times anymore, sir. Be a good daddy. Bravo to you. Anyway, but downplaying those complaints and saying she really had no complaints, that shows he lacks self-awareness. He cannot properly reflect and say, hey, what could I have done better? Because that's the only way you move on. You don't move on by harping on what someone else did. You move on by saying, what could I have done differently? Then he admits that he didn't even complain long. He dropped his complaints and immediately stepped out of his marriage. He didn't even give her time to do it. And to this day, as long as I've been watching the show, and even in that interview, he has not given any complaints, any substantive complaints. A BJ a day? No, most men don't get that. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Then the whole thing with the new baby blew me. It's over. You still can't be honest. Oh, well, it doesn't matter when it was born. It's a newborn. Sir, like, you have nothing to lose at this point. And you're still lying. You still can't answer a question straight. Ariana needs to run for the hills.
Yeah.
The last part about them basically, one, they forced him into an apology. And the apology he gave, I'll say this. It was the most he could do in his capacity. He's not capable of seeing outside of himself. So that was the best apology he could give. But the truth is, the only thing he's sorry about is messing up his image, messing up his money, and not being in the house with those kids full time. That's
Right.
it. If he could have kept and kept doing what he was doing, he would do it. And the last thing I want to say, I kind of hate this narrative of you can only learn from someone who's done it. I don't think that's necessarily true, because the only way you learn from someone who's been through it before is if that person is actively imparting their knowledge on you and saying, hey man, let me tell you how I messed up and how you can do it differently. And they're holding your feet to the fire. Steve wasn't doing that. And if you're in a marriage, you probably do want to go to the person who's never cheated on their wife to say, hey man, how do you do it? How did you stay married for 30 or 40 years and never step out? Because we all get tempted. Temptation is out there. For you to think no other man or women themselves don't get tempted, you a liar. So to me, he was going to Steve because he thought this would be a safe space for him to land, and someone who was gonna, boost him up and say, oh man, we all do it, which is basically what Steve did. So I wasn't impressed. It is what it is.
Well, you're not the only person that wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed either. And Steve reminds me of my uncle. I don't do reality TV. I don't watch reality. The older people, the older generation have a thing against reality TV and technology. So Steve just likes to show up. He's a talent. And you give him cue cards, and I guess he didn't read the cue cards or couldn't care less. Because, Martell's not a big time star or anything. His lack of professionalism and knowledge as to who Martell was hilarious to me. I was just like, that's some funny shit. That was funny. That was really, really funny. But you're right. You make a lot of good comments. I'm not going to give Martell brownie points for being a parent. That was your job, boo. You are their father. So whether you were changing more diapers than Mel, making more bottles, reading more books, teaching them how to pray, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm not going to give you brownie points for what you're supposed to do. And that's what he wanted. And he didn't want to apologize. He was forced into an apology on this platform. And again, he insults this woman by saying, I'm not in love with her. Yeah, but I got love for her. That's another blow because that hurts. The divorce is still fresh. I mean, not that Mel cares, but at the same time, that's the mother of your children. He could have just went ahead and said, yeah, I'm in love with her. I mean, it doesn't matter to the $2 hoe. He disrespects her all the time anyway. So if he had just said, yeah, I'm in love with her, he could have done that. He could have. I'm going to go ahead and take some calls. I'm going to bring my girl April B on. But April, before I bring you on, I want to acknowledge some super chats. Jaina, thank you so much for the super chat. It's the black and white dress code for me. And yes, Monica, Steve got side chicks. It's all on the internet. Yeah, from one cheater to another. It's just crazy to me. I don't know how you go into a cheater for advice. I mean, seriously. Selena T, thank you so much for the super chat. Does Martell's bodysuit snap at the bottom? Not asking for a friend. Y'all messy. Not the bodysuits. That is just too funny. My daughter just bought one of those today. They're nice. They're really nice. So Andrew Reese, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, Monica and panel. I can't wait for this drag session. I see you backstage, boo. We're going to get to dragging. Let me pull that picture back up. I mean, this is Hercules. He has on a kit. That's a bodysuit from Party City. I'm convinced. Do you see how the titties are lopsided? Come on now. The muscles, look at the muscles. Don't look real. That's a bodysuit.
You can get them etched abs and you can get all that.
The arms, yeah. Come on now. You're not King Kong, bro. Someone needs to reel this ninja back in because he's gone. His mind is just so far gone. Ramsey, thank you so much for the super chat. He was flexing on the cool. Yeah, he was. Iris Smith, thank you so much for the super chat. It looks like someone would tell him to stop shopping in the kids section at Walmart. Not the kids section.
Walmart clothes look better than that now. I mean, damn, I don't know where he got
God, let
that
me
from.
pull this back up. I mean, the shirt looked cheap. Poor Martell, like who said that he was in the room by himself? He don't got nobody. Is that Marcella? Marcella said he don't got nobody. Diva Dawn, thank you so much for the super chat. This is just a repair my image tour. It's sad because whenever he's really ready to do right, nobody will believe him. Yeah, sad. Selena T says, Steve is like, watch a talk. What you talking about, Willis? Thank you, Selena T, for the Cash App. We appreciate you. Wow. Okay, this is a big one. Queen Mama Bear, you showed up and showed out tonight. Thank you so much for your generosity. We appreciate you. Smartell Schmolt need to go on ahead and stick with his favorite orange. Don't nobody else want that community peen. $40 each for panel. Okay, I will make sure everybody gets $40. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I will. Well, after YouTube take their 45%, because y'all know YouTube takes 45%, right? Okay. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like a pimp.
Oh, they pimping. They pimping for real. You think Bishop Don Juan pimping? No. It's YouTube. They pimping. Kanisha Brown, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, I'm going to add April. Kanisha says he tried to blame editing also. Yes, he did. The old editing excuse, we're not buying it, Martell. No one can edit the words that actually come out of your mouth, okay? You give them the ammunition and they use it. Hey, April, I love the hair.
Hey, y'all. Listen, I can't. Martell, I think his PR, like he's a sociopath. We all know that. We got that. That's pretty clear. He's a psycho, sociopath, narcissist. It's like the negative chapter in Psych 201. There's a picture of Martell on the first page of the chapter. But he was so close to some type of redemption, except he was one person off, and that was Tommy. Tommy has admittedly had infidelity in his marriage and was apologetic every time he talks about his wife. He gets really emotional. He seems like he redeemed himself, and now she's on the Ready to Love show. But it's almost like, who can I find? What rat-faced bastard can I find to co-sign my shenanigans? And it's Steve Harvey. It's Ruthless Toothless. It's
Ruthless Toothless.
I mean, Steve had all 48 of those teeth on the mic. And who were the people in the background trying to escape from Alcatraz? I was like, what Bama shit is this where you come in your pajamas like you just left the verses and you said, fuck it, I'm just going to go and do the interview and we'll make it work. But Martell just needs to, if he just goes away, because I work in construction and contracting. And once you become a public figure, especially, intermingling investment in real estate, once you embarrass yourself, because some of them do have sprinkles of morality clauses, they want nothing to do with you. So he is he don't care about Mel. I'm not buying none of that. He has lost his clout. He has lost a lot of money, a lot of business, and I'm sure he can't even rent a hotel from Trump right now. So he's doing whatever he can to fix this. But this ain't it. Steve Harvey? That's what you?
Yeah.
That's
Steve
what we got?
Harvey. From one coon to the next, child. I'm telling you.
Just shucking, jiving, and shucking. Just soft shoeing left and right.
Listen, okay.
And the shirt was I was so uncomfortable. I shouldn't see your breasts during your interview. I don't want to see that. I was uncomfortable. And I'm like, he must be on the steroids and, like you said, mixing the stuff, because he is still committed to, if she had given him what he wanted, he would not have had a 5-year affair. Stop it. Just stop.
Oh, yeah. And like Ples said, he didn't even give her time to correct anything. He was like, I don't like this. I don't like that. And now I'm going to do what I want to do. Basically, he just stepped out and left.
I just hope Mel is with some wide receiver from the Falcons, some 6'5" Adonis somewhere, getting broke back and folded and enjoying herself, because this ain't it. This ain't it.
Thank you, my love, for calling in. I couldn't agree with you more. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
You do.
Me too.
Guys.
All right,
Me
my
too.
love. Thank you for calling in. I love April. She be cracking me up. Hey, Andrew Reese, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, ladies?
How are you?
Wakanda forever. Looking like a reject Black Panther. Come on now. Looking like a reject Black Panther. There's only one, sir. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. So, Martell, I mean, sir, have several seats. Like, you need to have several seats. Just, I mean, you go on to Steve don't even watch the show. That's another thing. Like, that just, like I said last night, ain't nobody watching y'all show.
On OWN.
Y'all better be lucky y'all got these bloggers.
Did you catch that shade? He was like, it's the #1 show on OWN, and the young lady on the panel said, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
He
because
named another
Tommy even
show.
said it.
Yeah. Like, damn.
No, it's not #1 Red to Love.
And I oop.
Seriously. I mean, my thing is this. I agree with players and everybody on the panel. Accountability is necessary. If you cannot be accountable for your actions, then you are just a lost puppy. And Martell is a lost puppy. He's scrambling right now because his pride is hurt and he does not want people seeing him in a negative light. And because Melody put that negative light out there, he is scrambling. And my thing is this, the apology, I already knew that was some BS anyway, so I watched this thing earlier. It was some BS then and some BS now. First of all, you have said so much crap on this TV show about her. You told the whole world that this other woman that you were screwing was doing it better than your wife. Now, as far as being a father, that's fine. That's your job. But you know what your job is too? Is being a husband, which you failed at completely. You failed, sir.
Hello.
And you can't blame that on editing. You ain't finna be no Andy Cohen up in here. Oh, editing, they show me in the bad light. Oh my God. Editing really got me. Oh, please.
Not Andy
Sir,
Cohen.
you got it. Editing couldn't even, what you said. So I just thought the whole thing was just, to me, was BS. That's just it. And these tight shirts, they got to go. I mean, sir, it's not working. The gym ain't working for you. I mean, seriously, I'm a big boy, and seriously, I can hold him more stuff than he can. I mean, seriously, in the right places. Right. Everything looks so lopsided. Like it's just one up here, one down there. Oh, sir, you're slouching a little bit. Like it ain't working. It's not working. It's not working.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Man.
Thank you for calling in, Andrew. You deliver every time, I swear.
I appreciate the love. Our schoolboy, the slick, it's working. I love it. I love it. Love y'all. Have a great night. Love you too.
Bye. Have a good night. Thank you for the reminder, Lucy J. That's right. We have over 5K on the live tonight. Go on and hit that like button. Thank y'all so much. Okay, Britt, you ready to come on?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Hey, sis, how you doing
everybody.
tonight?
Hey, class. Hey, schoolboy. Hey, everybody. Class, we missed you last night.
I was here last night. You mean
the night before. The night before. I'm sorry. The night before. I missed last night. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I'm sorry. But listen, everything was so wrong about that interview. I can't even, first of all, I didn't even realize the fake bodysuit until y'all said something and y'all kept pulling up the picture. I said, wait, he got on a fake bodysuit? I said, oh, but God, what we do that at? Like then I had to look. I said, "Oh my God!" Like, and I think it was an armor, like they call the armor guard thing, that like the pad vest thing that they put on for sports. I think that's what he had under it. So like,
I
yeah,
wear
that
one
was
to sweat when I work out so I can get abs. I don't know why he had that on in that moment. That was foolish.
That listen, and then on top of that, you went to Steve Harvey, who does not watch the show, who does not know you, who, sir, what was it supposed to be, like an anonymous type strawberry letters? Because that's why I know Steve Harvey to do on his radio shows, anonymous strawberry. What was you trying to do, like on this show, and then on the interview, on the whole thing? Anyways, like she's not going to hear that apology right now. She does not want to hear that apology right now. You hurt her. You embarrassed her. You did everything wrong. Like, you knew you wasn't ready to get married when you was with her. You knew you wasn't ready to do the things. You did it because you felt like you had to be, what you said, a father. And I guess the stigma in the Black community is that if the dad doesn't leave, that makes you a father. No. It's like they say, it's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's bad that for our culture that men don't understand that now, that when you have a baby with somebody, that's what you're supposed to take care of your kids. You're supposed to do that. It's not no babysitting. It's not no, okay, you watch them. No, it's not that. It's your parents. You share responsibilities. Then on top of that, you didn't even understand the vows of your marriage. You don't even understand the concept of marriage is. And just because Steve Harvey wrote a book what he think how a woman should be in a relationship, sir, again, you don't know what people do behind closed doors. We don't know what Steve Harvey got going on between him and his wife. So yeah, you got to read between the lines. Let's mature and be realistic and be held accountable. Then you said that you did not want your affair to be known on TV and they should have broadcasted. Sir, you should not be having an affair in the first place. If the show is about marriage, why are you stepping out on your marriage? Like, you just sound all the way stupid. Like, what?
Yeah.
What? Oh no, y'all, they weren't supposed to show that. It's a narrative that they paint of me. Y'all don't understand. No, sir, we do understand. It's reality TV. They're only going to show what you do in your life. Reality. If you're stepping out in your marriage in real life, they're going to show that. And that's stupid because that goes against the brand that they're trying to put on the show anyways. You're owned by Oprah. Oprah is a Black woman. You're cheating on your wife. So you lost everything because you was not thinking. You was thinking with your dick between your pants, and the dick between your pants cost you everything. So let's just accept that for now. I just wish men would just sit down, be quiet, get some accountability about your life, get some accountability about yourself, go get help, go get therapy, go work that stuff out so that narcissistic thing that you got going on good, and be a better father, because Melanie's not gonna ever take you back. All she wants you to do is pay your child support and keep it moving and be there for your kids. Be at school plays. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm sorry, y'all.
The backstage is getting full, but no, listen, we right there with you. I mean, everything you said, I'm pretty sure I can speak for the panel when I say we agree with you. Yeah, he's just doing the most. I mean, and he's not fooling anyone either.
No.
You have a good night, my love. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you.
No problem.
Okay, I'm gonna add Crown by Bria to the chat. Hey, Crown by Bria.
Yes, come through, Baltimore. Come through.
I can tell she ready. She is so ready too.
Y'all see, I was over here like, he is stressing me out. Like, stressing me out.
Upsetting you and your homegirls?
Me and my homegirls, because we can't even do nothing. Like, with that, like, first of all, let's just talk about the neoprene shirt he had on, because I could not. Like, no one told him to come out of scuba diving and just throw a pair of slacks on and sit down for this interview.
Scuba diving.
No one told him to do that. Like he said, he got to zip it up in the back.
He had a swimsuit on.
Yes, like, sir.
A scuba suit. That is just too funny.
But to this whole Steve Harvey thing, I can never understand a person who, maybe if Steve has some insight, he does. But like y'all said, I've never really heard Steve be apologetic to any woman that he has ever done wrong. So, like, for you to sit up here and tell this man to apologize, he's not going to be sincere. Like, he's not sincere. We can see that coming from a mile away when he just is 2 minutes before that probably didn't text her that he wanted to be with her, but now you're not in love with her, girl. Like, sir, like, stop lying to everybody. Stop lying to yourself. Go get some real help. The thing that he is lacking not only is accountability, but empathy. That's what everybody, no one saw on the thing that he's saying claim was editing. You lacked empathy for what you put her through. You said things such as, I am the dominant parent. So how are you being dominant and cheating at the same time? How are you being dominant over here parenting and laid up with another woman? Make it make sense. You cannot dominate and be a full-time parent because you can't even do the things you need to do while the kids are with you. You need your mama and them, you need Tisha and them, and you need all of them people. So what were you dominating? You was a delegating ass fool. That's what you was, because you was delegating all that work to Melody, and now you're upset because she's getting delegated back in these streets. Like, you just need to calm down, sir. He's reading If I Can't Have You, No One Else Can, and he needs to stop going up there to these people trying to tell his truth when your truth was already been told. Melody did not spill your truth. This was going to come to light anyway. She did already, like, it was going to come to light anyway. Black, we cannot hide our pain. We can hide it, but not for too long, because you're going to say something and then I'm going to like overload. But he needed to not go up there to Steve Harvey. I know them women up there was holding him accountable and pulling his card, but he lacks empathy. He is not truly sorry because he doesn't feel like he is truly wrong. He feel like he really had a reason to do this. And there is absolutely no reason for you to break any type of vow to this woman, because as soon as you felt like she was entertaining anybody, oh, you cheating, sir. You have a full-blown relationship. You said you fell in love with this woman. You fell in love with this woman and you gave birth to this woman. And who wanna suck on this every day? If this is what you got, who wanna be down? No.
You didn't, Bria.
But that's all I gotta say. Sir, you tried it.
Oh my goodness.
With this, and you was demanding more than what you were worth.
Girl.
Yeah.
Is it that small? Like, what's let me shut up.
Gracious.
He looked like he be close. Like when he looked like he be close with it. Like,
I don't know who told him he was worth all that. I really don't.
Yes.
Someone really gassed his head up. I
first of all,
swear.
you have to come in like y'all was talking about yesterday, like Barack. My grandma said Barack walked through that thing like a usher in church, just smooth with it, just clean. You have to give me something to want to get on my knees for. Like, you got to bring home the bacon, know how to cook it if I'm not available. You got to be able to in my absence feel like, because that just gets me. I come downstairs, the dishes is clean. Oh, you didn't mop the floor. Oh wow. Hold on. Come on, that's what she was looking for, a partner, somebody who was going to back her up. And I know people be saying I'm long-winded, so I'm gonna get up off of here. Y'all know.
Bye, my love. You have a great evening.
Bye. I love y'all. Peace.
Love you too, sis.
That made me clutch my pearls. So that's how y'all be feeling. Y'all need a little bit of, they need you to come on through.
Hit those like buttons. Hit those
Hey,
like buttons.
Poise nostalgist, how are you tonight? How are you? Hi.
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you very loud and clear. You sound amazing.
Okay, perfect. I know the bishop had to leave early tonight, but I still wanted to enjoy some bishop board antics. So I drew something for you guys. Can you see it? I don't know if this is.
We can see it. I need a $2.
I love it. It's the tangy tangerine.
Can you see? And then he got all the muscles going on.
Yes.
You got it
You
all
are
in
so
there.
funny. You are so funny, girl.
So Monica, you make me laugh all the time when you do the Marceau and Marceau. I don't even watch the show, but I have a brother-in-law that when you guys are talking about Martell, I think you're talking about my brother-in-law, and he has his government name is Miguela, and we call him Miguel. So every time you talk, okay, is that Miguela they're talking about?
Wow.
Because listen, he gave my nephews a sister cousin. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so he got with my cousin, and yeah. So all his advice is simple: focus on the children, respect their mothers,
Mm-hmm.
get your coins right, make sure you keep $2 in your pocket for your oranges, and that's it. It's like focus on those children, because the reality is when those cameras go off, the children are really going to be affected. He scares me. He's like on the border of like alienation with their mom, and that's like, and that's what happened. And then the child in my family situation, the brothers don't want anything. My nephews don't want anything to do with her. So it's really important for Martell to keep those kids together. It's not going to be Ariane. It's not going to be Melody. I don't even watch this show, but this is how good y'all keep me up to date on this. I have not even seen a clip, but
wow.
So this, good night.
You're welcome. We're glad we can keep you entertained, and you can use Martell, Marceau, and this show to draw real life analogies. You're oh my goodness, your
Right?
is it brother-in-law you said?
Yes,
He is low down. Ooh.
What?
Low
And
down, dirty dog.
You know what? But I told my sister before she left, don't leave that girl in your house. Let her come stay with me till you get back. 3 weeks later, I was like, girl, you got to come home.
Ooh,
we got
sound like soul food.
Right?
You slept with the cousin.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I let the cousin in my house, and the cousin, fuck my family, fuck the family.
That was my favorite scene. I used to rewind that same part. Just keep going back, go back, go back.
Yeah,
That is
messy.
Yes.
Well, you got a real life love and marriage Huntsville going on.
You need to write a book.
What? You don't even know. But so that's what he really needs to do. Just focus on the kids and make sure your pockets are good. I don't think you need to worry about any more oranges. But y'all have a good night.
You too,
I love
my
y'all.
love. We love you too. Thank you so much for all the love and support.
Yes.
I'll see you in the chat. Okay.
Okay.
Bye. She's so nice. I like
Yes.
her a lot. I'm gonna add Brittany to the chat. Hey, Brittany.
Hey.
Yep, cousin Faith. Yep.
Hi. Oh my
How you doing, girl?
I'm exhausted. It's a lot keeping up with Love and Marriage Huntsville, but there are life lessons because I'm 23. So like I look at Martell as just like a crazy example of this is what I need to manifest to not show up in my life. Like I don't want that, especially a man that wears like shirts.
That's like a reverse manifestation.
Yes.
Lord, here's what I don't want. What I want.
Amen. I'm glad you can see that at 23. It's great.
What I felt was like most disturbing because I watched the interview before and then I watched it again here. What I found most disturbing was just like Steve mansplaining Strawberry. Like it was called the Strawberry Letter. Like let her talk. Like and he was so in on giving advice that wasn't actually right. That he was just making a fool and a mockery out of himself. Like it was just like, why are you talking? Shut up. And then also what scared me was just like this focus on apologizing for individual gain, but not actually like facing accountability for my actions and the effects of it. Like I'm gonna apologize and give an apology, but I'm not gonna rectify any behavior. Like I watched a Tasha K interview and it seems like he hasn't even seen his children that he says he's such a big provider for.
I'm not shocked.
A man, child support. He like, and I also feel very sad for the 5th child. Like my dad just went on national television and can't even be honest about how old I am. Like he just sat here and lied that I'm a newborn. Like, will he even acknowledge me? Like I swear, like I feel like the 4 kids that Melody and Martell have would walk by this child on the street and wouldn't even know. Like that's.
But is 4 months a newborn? Is 4 months considered a newborn still?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, to me, it is. I don't know what.
That ain't that's established. That's been fresh out.
Well, the sizes on the what do you call the onesies, right? It does go from newborn to 2 months to 4. You're right. So you can't buy newborn onesies.
3 to 6. You go to 3 to 6 after that.
Yeah,
I ain't even got kids, and I know you go to 3 to 6,
and then 6 to 12.
24. Yeah, I mean,
Well, 6 to 12. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sir, come on.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I guess you call it infant, but whatever. I think he didn't want people being able to do the math and see that he was still with Melody, because he said, "Oh, when that happened, when the baby was conceived, we had already separated and said we were going to file for divorce."
That's a lie.
He didn't want to do the math.
We have video proof of them during quarantine doing TikToks and happy, and the girl was pregnant at that time. The $2 hoe was pregnant at that time.
Oh, damn.
And they were living together and they were happy. They had everything was going good. He had a newborn at that time while the $2 hoe was pregnant at the time. It's just sad. And Steve's face said it all.
I want to pray for them, but I don't want Jesus to hear that prayer. Like, I don't want to waste his time.
We're not going to bring God into this mess.
But they bring God into it all the time. Like, he uses God to justify.
Oh, yeah.
Should have a mistress and a wife. Like,
sad. Thank you for calling in, Brittany. And you are, yes, for 23, girl. Keep your head on your shoulders, and we'll see you in the chat. Oh, she's gone. Okay, Miss Tina Rogers, you ready to get on here? Tina, I like your bracelets, Tina. Let me see. Ooh.
Oh, that back in the day in New York, we call them bangles.
Yes, ma'am. Well, good evening. Good evening. Hello, all. I had a major flashback too, actually. One, someone tell Martell that Easter's over and he can take off his Easter suit. He's not going to be giving his little speech. Two, I was married to a narcissist, and I don't understand how you cheat, get caught, and then get mad at me. Someone please help me make it make sense. Melody was pregnant at the same time the other lady was pregnant, and when they were at the house on Christmas and he had the newborn baby then, this other baby was just born.
Right. She had an abortion. That's right. In April.
So what is he talking about? Someone please help me make it make sense.
Right. They were living. They were happy. They were happy back then.
They were not happy then.
Well, what I mean is he said in the interview, I'm sorry. Well, he said in the interviews that they were not together when they conceived the child, but they were together. And Melody was even pregnant and had an abortion. But they were on TikTok, happy and smiling.
Well, what was it? The backstage loving hip hop. Jesus, give me strength. I just thought about Faith Evans.
It's about the same. It's about the same.
I'm sorry. Well, Faith will catch a flight. The back show, the after party of Love in Huntsville, whatever. Remember, yesterday they did a back. Carlos King showed the scenes that weren't on TV. And they stated that when they started filming, they weren't together then. Anyway, they just got together to do the show because they were already apart. So they were faking the funk.
Before the show started, they were kind of separated, and then when the show got picked up, then they got back together and they reconciled. Yeah, they reconciled.
So it was a real reconcile.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah.
He was hitting it. He was hitting it though.
She claims that's not true, but
she said it.
Who claims what wasn't true?
She did in her interview. I watched her recent interview. She said, well, the question is, the person asked her, were y'all not together? Because the rumors around that y'all were not together at the time when y'all started filming. Oh, that's not true.
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah.
So they were together.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think neither one of them know what the lies they want to tell. I mean, y'all came together for a check. Okay, we understand. Can we move on and just be honest? Can everybody be honest? At this point.
Reality TV, you can't be honest about reality TV. If it's not on the little cue card, then you can't. No, ma'am. I am taking up a donation for chapstick for Steve Harvey. I was going to send him a little care package if anyone wants to give. Because you have to go to Dubai and your mouth looks like you've been licking on chalk. I don't understand.
I started to run to get the jar of Crisco, not even Vaseline, Crisco.
I'm sorry. I'm petty. I'm extremely petty. I don't know who Steve is trying to talk to. Whenever he embarrassed 3 people and hasn't apologized publicly to any of them.
Yeah, that's true.
He married his side chick, so he needs to be quiet.
Miss Tina Rogers, thank you for calling in. Thank you for having me. You're welcome. I'll see you in the chat, boo. Bye.
All right.
That's my boo. She's so nice. She be sending me all kinds of stuff on Instagram. Okay, I'm going to add Thick Girl 40. Hey, Thick Girl 40.
Hey, sis.
I just want to know where the edible arrangement is tonight and why she's not on Twitter tweeting and on live talking. Melanie has won yet again. Yeah, she's an orange. She's an edible arrangement. He upgraded her from a peasant to an edible arrangement, and she felt special, even though he asked her for a blood test. I don't get it. But hey, to each his own. If that make you feel good.
He
But
bought
Melanie
her
won
a
again.
booty. He bought her a
Melanie,
booty.
you need to buy her a brain. Are they selling those?
He probably don't want another woman with one of those. He watches Marceau and knows that he got to get him a little bird brain next time. Melody was smarter than the average bear.
Yeah, he just need a mouth. That's all
The
he needs
question
is a mouth.
is he going to be able to afford the next one? Because he's looking like he's destitute.
But is Ariana understanding that she will never be the main chick? She will always be the side. There will always be someone before her, whether it's male or not. Why she doesn't understand that? She think because he's shacking up with her, she won. Girl, he just went on Steve Harvey and said, apologize to this lady, even though it was a fake one, but yet again, smacking you down. Like, what do you need? I just don't understand. That's why I'm celibate. I ain't selling a bit. I'm celibate. I ain't got time.
It's crazy.
For
Big
none of
Fort
this.
Girdle, why you got a mask on for us?
In the hallway. I'm in the hallway of my building waiting for my lift.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in my in the downstairs area. I don't want to
I don't blame you.
My sister, niece, and nephew, and her husband went to a funeral, and all of them got COVID. I ain't playing no chance.
Yeah, be careful out there. Thank
Yeah.
you for calling in, my love, and be safe
All right,
out
love
there.
y'all.
Okay,
I
Love
will.
you too. Be
Y'all be
safe.
safe.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna add. Well, before I add LL, you're up next. I want to acknowledge Miss Sonia Mac Brown. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says Martell is still full of himself with his crazy muscle costume shirt, looking like Batman gear. Boy, bye. He's a hot mess. He really is. Robin Thames, thank you so much for the super chat. Where's Steve's house guest going? Girl, I don't
That
know.
was so unprofessional in the back. You see all these people coming in. Like,
Was that his assistant? Where was that? In the back room? I mean, that was just a mess. Very unprofessional. Tamika, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I love the tea. Thank you. We appreciate that. Brittany Applewhite, thank you so much for the super chat. Some advice, Ariane. Sue Milk Dud and Co. Every time they mention you and your likeness, it's clear Martell ain't gonna support you and the baby. He's still lying about the baby's birthday. Well, the baby was born in December. So that would make the baby how old now?
4 months.
Yeah, about 4 months old. Yep. That's right. Oh my goodness. I am going to add before I do that, Jana, thank you again for another super chat. She says, Steve is the wrong person to get advice from. It's the blind leading the blind from one cheater to a cheater. Yeah, absolutely. Brianna Danielle, thank you so much for the super chat. I can't take Steve serious. Didn't he leave his wife for the mistress? He did. Martell is a joke. Steve is a joke. They are mirror images of each other. Hashtag clowns. Poor Ariane. She nor her baby are being I'm not really sure what that means. Okay, I'm going to add LL to the
Acknowledged.
chat. Yeah, acknowledged. Yeah. Thank you, Marcella.
Did you call me Marcel?
Marcella.
Oh.
No one would make that mistake.
Marcella. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No steak, ham, or eggs. No. How y'all doing tonight?
How are you? Hey, sister girl. How you doing?
I've just been over here cackling. Like, this has been a comedy, the hypocrisy. Like, is that the season we're in? Are we in the season of hypocrisy right now? Because my God, everybody got something in the Kool-Aid, something in the water. Martell up here in this medium oak man corset over here trying to backtalk everything he said on the show as if they put a gun to your head and made you say that. Now, there is such thing as editing. We know stuff is edited and spliced together. We've been watching this reality game a long time. But nobody makes you say that. Nobody makes you say that. They shot a scene with you. They didn't cut it up and make and put words in your mouth and get to go. No, you said what you said. You called the woman a hoe. The mother of your children, your wife of 10 plus years, a hoe. But over here, coleslaw, little dumb, but still thinking she somehow won.
She's ridiculous.
You just show how he lacks integrity. A man that's a man that has control of his character and that's on his square can film with anyone. You got to be smart when you playing these games. Again, this is what, the third or fourth season? He should know by now. But he's too arrogant and full of ego to do it. Anytime somebody says something to challenge him, he like a bull in a china shop. And that's why they like him, because they can make him blow any way the wind goes. All you got to do is provoke him. He weak.
It's not even just that. It's like you over here, you want credit and high fives for doing the bare minimum. You're supposed to come home to your wife. You're supposed to take care of your kids.
Preach.
You want a head? You want a back? You want an award for that?
He
for
does.
mediocrity?
I'm sorry. A lot of guys, especially where I'm from in the South, do. And unfortunately, it's because their parents did it for them. We say it all the time. Like in our community, we raise our daughters and baby our sons. The boys get away with murder, the bare minimum. Oh, he tied his shoes today. Well, he's 6, 7. He should by now. It's ugh.
He cleaned his room. He's 16. He should. It smelled like a walking fart. Nobody wants that. And it's just like, Martell, you are supposed to take care of your kids. Because I'll be honest with you, if we have to compare fathers, which, and we're going to do that, you on the show probably the last in line. I put Marceau, T should take care of the baby. Talk to my wife. Don't talk to me. I'll put Marceau before you. I would put Marceau before you. But at the end of the day, your apology kind of really meant nothing, because at the end of the day, you won't acknowledge when the baby was conceived, which we know was during your time back with Melody. I was real happy. And it took a real turn left. And at the end of the day, you still can't acknowledge how you messed up. You kept trying to bring Melanie into this. Melody doesn't have anything to do with it anymore. She's your ex-wife. She's moved on and has had several opportunities. And is out here making interviews and living her best life, hosting a new show, getting a bag, getting all those blessings that you used to get via her. And now you trying to redeem yourself somehow. At the end of the day, I don't know if you can, because what you have to do is take accountability and not just make the apology, but make a change. Yeah. Because we, the audience, we see when you're lying. We've been watching you for 3 seasons. We know when you're lying. We've seen the behind the scenes stuff. We know when you get that little smirk, that dumb dude smirk that irks a lot of our souls as women. We know that smirk because we know men who lie like you. You're not even original with your lies. Your tale is very obvious.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. Thank you for calling in, LL. You always share a very astute perspective, and you nailed it.
Hey, we gotta call it like I see it. Like you got between that and Mr. Marceau Dumba over here talking about P and T's. Like y'all are some thin little men. It don't take much to get under y'all skin at all. This the new generation. Like where's the depth?
They weak. That's what it is. Yeah. And you wonder why black women don't want y'all, because you're weak.
All right,
Child,
LL.
Samuels.
Thank you for calling in, LL.
Thank you. Y'all have a
stay
wonderful
safe
day.
out there. You too.
But Monica, may I say this? Let me give a message to the side chicks. They will never make you number one. You are over there looking at what he's giving his wife, and you're not even getting a quarter of that. And he will not make you number one, because look what he went through to be with you. You're going to be a secret. He's going to be embarrassed. And just like he's embarrassed that Melanie left him, and look what he got left. Somebody with a booty talking about she got a clothing store. Who buying that slutty stuff?
Girl,
Look like rainbow to me. Dots.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ghetto. It's hood.
Very hood. Crowned by Bria, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I am tired of his tight ass Lord Vandermolt shirts. My mans need to consult with a size chart. I don't take advice from just anybody. Martell could have said that weak ass apology. It was fake. It was so fake. Natalia, thank you. Well, Natalie, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, my first super chat, love y'all, but I just want to know why Martell on here looking like Supertel without his cape. Oh my goodness. Coco Beam, my love, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, he's an executive producer, right? Yeah, but a lot of times those are vanity titles, you know.
Right.
You know, they don't have control. If he had control, he would have stopped Mel from confronting him with the cheating stuff. And, you know, he would have kicked Wanda off the show when she went after his children on, on Facebook. Wanda be having them church ladies on Facebook going, huh?
Oh, shout out to Wanda. Hey, girl.
Hey, Wanda.
Hey, Wanda. How you doing,
You
boo?
still love me,
hi to
Wanda?
Wanda,
You still love me?
We know you watching. Hey, boo.
Hey, boo.
I'm just saying, thank you so much for the super chat. His apology was forced, fake, and full of crap. Yes, I agree. I totally agree with you. Brittany Applewhite, again, thank you for the super chat. Did they forget this was on national TV? The kids are already affected and burdened. Yeah, I really do feel sorry for the children because divorce is very, very, very hard. And for them to be so young, this must be breaking their hearts. You know, it's a lot to process.
And then that side baby, if I was that side baby and I had to listen and I grow up and I play it back and I see that my father was calling me an it on national TV and just didn't want to claim me, even though he's the one that made the decision to lay down, I would feel some type of way. I'm sorry.
I know.
Like you treating me like absolute, like it's my fault. As far as the side chick, these kids don't ask to be here. They don't ask to be here. So, but as that sidekick, like you was online and you was talking to famous people, telling them that you didn't want to claim me. You didn't even know my date of birth was. Like Martell is just straight up trash. And you know, and the sad part about it is, Ariana gonna think that ignorant ass shit is cute.
Very sad. Very. I mean, she stays with him no matter how much he disrespects her. He called her a peasant, said the baby wasn't his. He wanted the DNA, called her a hoe. I mean, he just called her so many things. It's not even funny. And it's just sad. And now,
baby? I just want to know. I'm curious.
What you want to know, schoolboy?
I'm just saying, was she a side baby? Is she a product of the outside?
Probably. Yeah. And her mama co-signing all this stuff. Her mother defends her. Her mother think it's okay. So probably, you know, it's probably a cycle. She probably comes from a long line of, you know, side chicks and that kind of thing. You okay, Plez?
Somebody said Section 8.
My daddy always acknowledged me, so I'm good. And Martell needs to do better.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, I have short fuses for stuff like this because I know a man who did this same thing and he owned up to all of his actions.
Right.
You know, and Martell to this day refuses to do that. He keeps calling it a mistake. Sir, you cannot get grace and forgiveness because you will not take accountability. People respect someone who can own up and say, I did this, I did this, I did this. He still cannot do that. Calling it a mistake. A mistake is once. You know, I've said before, cheating for me isn't necessarily a deal breaker. It's how you get through it. He refuses to get through it. And he continued it for 5 years. At that point, it wasn't a mistake, sir. It was a conscious choice. You kept choosing her. So be happy with your consolation prize. Quit sitting over there being emotional like Carl Thomas and let Melody move on with her life.
Mm-hmm. Very, very true. Hey, Charlene, how are you?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, So I'm waiting on plans on your lips because, honey, I love your lip line. I'm waiting on it. So, and I am a Hennessy person, right along with Marcella, honey, and the NJ, right along with you, girl. I swear, yes, honey, I swear we got to be connected down the bloodline somewhere. And schoolboy, yes, please take Tish back to school. And homegirl can be your male, can be your teacher, and take Tish and her mom back because I am from Ohio, not with the R in it, like we just got 4 letters. 3 of them is vowels, and just OH, and it's just a high. So I don't know where she was getting that from, but Miss Wanda, she fried dilate to the side. And her and Martell need to take them tight outfits back, to the, kids' costume line and let them do that for Halloween and, leave that trickery alone. Because I had a few points. I've been loving y'all. I do security. I work in mental health and I'll be at work listening to y'all all morning. So I had to hurry up and jump online, get my stuff done. But I just had to say that I love all y'all. I'm tell my man, I love him with the hats, and I can give you like 1 to 2 more grandkids. If you want to, I'm waiting on it. But I ain't like that. But just let you know, hey, I'm But I just swear, I just love all y'all. Monica, I love this show. And like I said, I'll be at work listening to y'all. And, if he can admit that being, a dirty man and cheating, just admit what you did was wrong. Admit that, yeah, I done did this. I done had this baby. I done had this girl playing with everybody's emotions. And now that, because I've cheated myself and I admitted myself, hey, I've cheated and I done told everybody. First, I'm going to let you know my business, so can't nobody else run my business. I'm going to give you the straight facts first and foremost. Can't nobody else do that. And if Martell want to keep playing tricks, it's going to come back on his kids, like we all know. Things that come out, later on, his kids going to see this stuff. Stuff is already on TV. You don't think his kids can pull this stuff up? I mean, don't be a dirty man to keep putting that out there in public. Your kids are really starting to go, see this stuff very soon. So, I just wanted to thank y'all for putting me on the show. But
you're welcome.
Man, I just had to get on here. But I love all y'all. And I'm going to continue to watch. And Marcia, yeah, birds of a feather flock together. So, bruh, yeah, I know y'all got that apartment. And I was questioning that car issue too, because why would you be going camping in that nice car? I'm just wondering myself. Right. But Miss Wanda, don't have Miss Wanda Fry, because my mom played casino. And for her to get up out her seat and make a little video, she's pressed like her head.
Yeah, she was mad. Thank you for calling in, my love. Thank you. All right, we'll see you in the chat, okay? All right, bye. I just want to acknowledge Erica. Erica C. Thank you so much for the super chat. Stop blaming editing. If he wanted her and all of us to hear his apologies, he would have apologized every time he saw her to keep it in the show. Exactly. He's so full of it. They can only slice and dice what you give them. They can, right? So Martell, just please stop it. Cut it out. Kanisha Brown, thank you so much for the super chat. Total BS, because if he loved his family, he wouldn't have humiliated Melody on national TV. Exactly. And break up his whole family all over a $2 hoe. Who does that? Even Steve was like, a baby. Like, bruh, like, look, we cheating all, but come on now. You take it a whole nother level now, baby. Steve's face was like, oh man, you a sloppy.
He was like, you did too much, Negro. You did too much.
You a sloppy cheater. You can't be part of my club. I was gonna offer you membership and stuff. Sorry, Martell, you can't be part of this club. Too damn sloppy. You might F around and tell on all of us.
All the men said that when Maurice and all of them was around the campfire, they was like, oh. They know baby changes the game.
LeBrick, is that his name? LeBrick?
LeBaric.
LeBaric.
What did that was a
LeBaric wasn't there though. That was
No, he wasn't there, but when he saw Martell's post about being on Steve Harvey, he responded and said something like "good luck" or some shit like that. And Martell responded and said, "Bruh, you need to be on here too. You know, you need." With the laughing emoji behind. You see what I'm saying? Just
I told y'all. Everybody keep wondering where LeBaric at frying chicken. LeBaric knew to stay off that show.
Yeah,
I
he was
heard
like,
they
"I'm
ain't
out of
even
here."
together though. I heard they ain't even together.
With his
They should have
chatterbox
never got
self.
married.
Creep spot. Yes, exactly. Creep
People
spot.
gotta stop this hoe, but we've been together for 9 years. Girl, just have you a baby if that's who you
First of
want to
all,
have a baby with, but don't marry him.
if you pass 2 and you don't know what you're doing, you need to let that go. Like, if you don't know the direction after 1 or 2 years, I don't know. I don't understand people staying in 10, 20 years and you okay with just existing. I don't understand that mindset. Like,
makes no sense.
They were a little younger, so you give a little grace for that, maybe 3 or 4 years. But the issue is they had issues with infidelity and all of these things. The stuff doesn't change because you got a piece of paper in a ring. It doesn't.
No, it
If
doesn't.
you've accepted his cheating this long, he thinks he's going to marry you and keep doing what he's doing.
I guess in my theory, how I think some women look at it is that I've been here for 9 years. He's been a dog. He's dogged me out. I've paid my dues. The least I can get now is the wedding, the fairy tale, the ring, the white dress, the wedding cake. I love some wedding cake.
Oh yes, ma'am. That's that
Wedding
whole
cake.
ring the alarm syndrome with Beyonce. But LeBaric ain't no Jay-Z. That's all I'm saying.
Child, preach. All right.
And I want to say that happened to me. My husband cheated, and my second husband, and had a baby.
Oh,
and I'm gonna tell you, the woman called and told me, and she said, "I just want you to know we can be a family." I said, "Oh no, you gonna have him?" I put all his clothes in hefty garbage bags and threw him on the lawn and told her come pick him up because he's not coming back in here. When I called him and said, this girl called me and said she has your baby, my husband told me, that is not my son. How do you know about that? You got to get up out of here. And he said, well, let's talk. I said, you talk to your lawyer because I've already talked to mine. I was not going to stay. No.
Sorry, Marcella, that you went through that.
No,
but look,
I will remove the door closed, and I got a better husband.
There you
And
go.
I mean,
there you go. He closes one door to open up a better one.
Amen.
And he'll have you struggle until you dump that zero and get with the hero. Okay, don't block
and he
your
told me
blessing.
he cheated because I worked too much. He said
Oh,
he
well.
worked too much.
All right. Well, look, you
You
got
gonna
rid of that zero.
Go until you learn the lesson. He gonna let you lay in it until it's too painful and you feel like you can't take it no more.
Very, very well said. I'm just saying, thank you so much for the super chat. He got sympathy from a serial cheater. Yeah, ain't that something? Oh my goodness. Oh my
Steve
goodness.
Harvey supposedly stole that book any damn way. He didn't write the shit. I thought he stole it from some white woman.
I don't even know. Beautifully animated. Thank you so much for the super chat. Marsha, stop wearing your son's shirt. Looking like a bag of marshmallows, looking like a black Michelin man. Yeah, that's what he does look like. Oh my goodness.
Oh, what's the thing from Ghostbuster? The puff thing from Ghostbusters?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Looking like meatballs in a food saver bag. Look at them C cups. Yeah, he's just a mess. He needs a stylist.
Titties bigger than mine. In real life.
Sonia Mack, thank you so much for the super chat. Melody has heard those dragging apologies before. He is going to need some years to pray and watch how Martell moves because action speaks louder than words. Apparently, Martell's pockets are beginning to deflate. See what happens? Yeah. He talked about that, not appreciating God's mercy and having to pay for that. That's what he's going through now, you know. Boss lady, thank you so much for the super chat, my love. This publicity stunt was a failed attempt to clean his name. Meanwhile, I wonder what the peasant thinks about him confessing his continued love for Mel. She's used to that. She's used to being disrespected and, you know, treated like trash. And she takes it. She accepts it. She's still there. If you're already on Twitter ranting and raving, it's like, girl, just go to bed. Turn the Twitter off and go to bed. Go take care of your baby. Pamela Latham, thank you so much for the super chat. He looks like Splinter on Ninja Turtles. I don't know who that is.
Oh, you
Did
remember
you
the
know who
rat? That's the
Splinter
rat.
I
is?
never
The rat.
watched Ninja Turtles.
You never
Oh,
watched Ninja Turtles? That was the rat that was the that
yeah.
raised up the turtles. That was the
Master
Oh.
Splinter. Master
Ah.
Splinter.
Oh, okay. A rat raised the turtles? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh,
trained
no.
them in the martial art.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
You
Mike
didn't know the
Tyson?
Black story? You didn't see even the original ones from the 90s?
No,
The
no,
original
Oh
ones
no.
in
man,
the
I
90s
loved it.
players was good.
Vanilla Ice was on the
Was he? No, I never
was
watched
on the
it.
soundtrack. Me and my friends was in the middle of the movie aisle, theater aisle, dancing. Go
What?
ninja,
Oh,
go
how
ninja,
cute.
go ninja, go ninja, go.
That was a bop back in the day.
No, I never watched it. No. Mm-mm. Sean Rod, thank you so much for the super chat. What a waste of time. He is not sorry, remorseful. He is just about himself. Goodbye, Felicia. Yeah, he's just a mess. All right, let me just want to acknowledge a few more because I get emails when I don't acknowledge these. And I hate when I missed any of them because I'm very appreciative, and so is the panel. Okay, so here we go. Let me see here. I think I got all these. Yeah, hold on a minute.
Well, you got the chat singing the Ninja Turtle song. That was my show. I still watch the cartoons.
That was the mom.
Was it?
Donatello was my favorite. Donatello was my favorite.
Yeah,
That's a nice name. That's a nice
I
name.
never watched that. I never
You
even
don't
watched
know?
Black
Oh,
Panther.
they're
I
all
never even
named.
watched that. Honest to God,
Huh?
I
Say what
never
now?
watched Black Panther.
Now
I'm
look
sure.
now, Marcella. We're gonna
Now,
have to.
Marcella, come on
You
now.
have homework because we're gonna
I
have
watched.
to put your black card on probation, man. We're gonna have
Um,
to. Yeah, I don't even like superhero movies, but I had to be there for
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta
you
go.
gotta.
It's a.
Marcella, trust me, you'll love it. Yeah, you gotta
I'm
watch it.
serious.
oh,
I'm
she
not. I'm
scared me
not
for
a
a minute,
superhero.
Monica, when she
It's
said she
good.
gonna put my black card. I said, "What's she doing
Yeah.
about my black card?" I thought you were talking about my credit card.
Oh,
Oh no.
See,
No.
that's the kind of
a
credit
real
I
black
want.
card.
No.
Marcella got a real black card.
I said, "What's
Yeah.
she talking about my black card?"
No. For the culture. For the culture. I don't know about your other ones. I'm not
I
that person.
promise you, I had never watched it. I'm going. People will say it's
Watch it.
so
It's
good,
worth
You
it.
gotta
and
watch it.
I
You
was
gotta
thinking the
watch
same thing too. Like, I didn't watch. I wasn't into the whole when everybody else was talking about it. But then my daughter's like,
long.
"No, you gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it." She said, "No, you gotta watch it, Mom," and sat me down and made me watch it, and it was worth it. It was really good. And then after that, we ended up watching it a few times. I actually just watched this movie on Amazon Prime called Unhinged. Has anyone seen that?
What's
Don't
that
even waste
about?
your
I need to,
time with
I
Kurt
pay for
Russell.
that and don't watch on it. That's a damn shame. Pay for the shit.
They just don't pay for it. It's free now, but don't even waste your time. It's with Kurt Russell, and it's involving road rage. What, and you know those movies when the white woman does stupid shit, and you're like, why'd you do that? It's just a movie full, like going into the forest at night by herself, knowing the killer's in there. Like, why'd you do it? So it's one of those. You have many moments. No offense to white women out there, because y'all know all the white teacups. We love you equally. So don't take offense. Don't start DMing me. No shade. But it's one of those movies where the star of the movie just does the dumbest things. So don't
I
even.
like Russell Crowe too.
He is. I mean, he was good in his role, but the movie just pissed me off. It really did. Not that it has
That's like watching horror movies for me. I hate that. Somebody falling and shit. And come on, man. Look, man. Come on. The killer. I don't know.
Believe that brings spirit in my house. I don't watch scary movies, period. You
I don't
cannot
either.
watch it either.
He might be. I don't know. Russell Crowe. Is he racist? I don't know. Is he?
Oh, Lord.
No, I don't.
I was happy when Chet Hanks got busted in his. I'm sorry.
I was like, stuff like that doesn't even really faze me unless we get video of them actually saying the N word. Honestly, I automatically default to thinking they got some tendencies. It is what it is.
Yeah, especially the older ones, but it is what it is.
Yes.
Minky Finky. I like that name. Minky Finky. Thank you so much for the generous super chat. I'm late. I'm just peeping in. I'm coming back to listen to the entire show. Thank you, my love. We appreciate you. Shalonda Daniels. Thank you for the super chat. That is a Batman costume. I told y'all. He got it from Party City. That's not. I told y'all. Beautiful Cece, thank you so much for the super chat. Martell is not ready. He just wants to be the center of attention. You see, he was talking about we got the #1 show on OWN. Steve can't give advice to nobody. I know. Steve Harvey, his face just bothers me. Ugh, look at that. Ugh.
It's because of what he's done. It's
Ugh.
because of what he's done to his exes. I mean, I'm gonna tell you that second wife story made me cry. Do you understand me? But Miss Marcella done been through some things, y'all. That's why I am the biatch the way I am.
Didn't you have her declared like insane too, like mentally unstable?
Yes.
And he took the child. Didn't he take the kids away from her? And like
Yep.
he dogged that woman out. He got a lot to read. He sold a lot of. He got a
Miss
lot.
Marjorie is gonna give it to him too.
Yeah, she been giving it to him.
She is, yeah. You know, she got a young thing cross town, spending up all his money. All she do is spend his money. That's it. Private jet this, concierge that, black card this. That's all she does.
And
Big
she done put
mansion.
her children above his biological children.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
It's all about her kids.
Lady Heroin is who we need to be getting a book from, because that lady has been working it her whole life. From dope dealer to dope dealer, cousins, brothers, everybody, and still managed to get a big time celebrity comedian, whoever, the main men who always talk about, oh, she got a past, oh, this, oh, that. No, not with Marjorie.
And he approached her. He sought her out. He went to her. He went to her and said, you know, I've known you for a long time. I've admired you from afar, and I want you.
Yep.
He went to her and said that.
And Callie Cooley is right. Do you know it was alleged that somebody signed his second wife name on the divorce?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yep. I'm just saying, thank you so much for the super chat. I wonder if he's telling Heroin he wish he never met her or wish he didn't have that baby. I'm pretty sure when they get into arguments, he says that. It wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, he done lost Melanie. He's mad at the world.
People shouldn't have to tell you things to your face. He said it on national TV several times. He said it in therapy. He said it to the guys. I wish I never met. I wish it didn't happen. I wish we could go back. Like I said, I wouldn't even, nothing in me would be turned on by him at this point. He has disrespected her at every turn, and she's on where was it, Monica? You showed us on Instagram or wherever, talking about, oh, your daddy coming to the baby 4 months. You don't know where that man is. Probably don't even know who he is.
No, daddy coming. Oh, gotta go. Camera
if they didn't sign this show up again, he would be nothing. Them women would not be giving him a second look.
Lala Chanel, thank you so much for the super chat. Can we take up donations so Martell can stop shopping in the toddler section? Girl, listen, I'll contribute to that GoFundMe. You set it up. I'll contribute to it because it's a damn shame. LaShawn Cleveland, thank you so much for the super chat. Concrete Cowboy on Netflix with Idris Elba is a must see. Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
I'm gonna check it out.
It's good. Is it really good? Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Concrete Cowboy. Monica, you need to tell us the scoop about Marjorie. We need a documentary. We need to. Can we get, you know what? Yeah, that's a good idea. Child, you gave me a good idea.
I mean, look, the lady got this man to adopt her pretty much grown children.
Kids.
Yes.
That's a pimp.
Like that is teach me your ways, man.
I know, write a book.
Kids, but I'm just saying.
And his twin daughters are successful.
Like that. I don't want nothing like that.
His twin daughters are successful, and they can't even come in the house with her now.
Wow. Right. Meanwhile, you got Lori Harvey. You know, what is she? A professional hoe? I mean, well, she learned it from her mama. You know,
she's
she really
community peace. I mean, she gets with any A-lister. I mean, she claims she was in love with Future.
So sad and embarrassing.
I don't call her that. I just think she's dating and getting to know people.
Oh, girl,
with her pussy.
Yeah,
but we don't know that.
She got a credit card machine between her legs, child. And all people do is swipe. Okay.
No, she got what you call those super passes. You know, when you're on the highway and you got to drive up under that
the Hollow Tunnel in New York.
You know, what is those called? Those super passes?
Easy Pass. Easy
Pass. That's her. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna tell me that she was with Diddy and wasn't doing it. You're gonna tell me she was with
And the
Future.
son.
You gonna
And
tell me
the
that
son.
she was with Trey Songz. And you know what Trey Songz
She
about?
was with Boo.
I think that's a little unfair. Men do it all the time. She's dated
Make
what
it
6
right though,
men that
Pledge.
we
It
know
don't make it
of.
right.
She's
It don't
dated
make it
6
right.
men that we know of in 2 to 3 years.
Seven in a matter of 4 years. 7. And the
Yeah.
father and the son, it don't make it right.
To
Like
me,
my
that's
mother.
a lady who
That's never
knows what she wants. You ain't doing what
know
I
what
need
she
you to do.
wants.
I'm moving on to the next.
Well, she
Like
was
my
sleeping
mother
with
told my
That's
brothers.
better than being some of these women laying up with the same dude while he out here cheating and making babies
But
and
she's
doing
not with men
everything
of
else.
substance. Diddy is a
Well,
dog.
that's
Future's
true.
a dog.
That's true.
Trey
Diddy a
Songz
dog and
is a
sleeping with
real
men.
dog. I mean, he don't even really like women like that. He a
And if she
dog
gave
dog.
That's
Trey
a fake
Songz head,
relationship.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you something.
That's a PR stunt.
My
That's a
mother
PR
used
stunt.
to say men can lay down with anybody they want and they get up there still a man. A lady lay down with a bunch of men, she's a whore. You get
She
it.
was with
But
Boo,
so I
Akon's
think
brother
my
too.
issue is that people assume that she laid down. This is to me, I'm sorry, y'all. This is a big problem in our
Her
community.
and
We
Future
don't
live
let
together.
people date. You're supposed to date. I don't
these
like what
men-
you're doing. I'm moving
Yeah.
on. Don't get. She's in her early 20s.
I mean,
Lori,
I'm
don't
not
make
gonna
no
give her
babies.
sleeping
Don't
around.
make no
Yeah.
babies and keep dating.
Diddy
Sleeping
Diddy
around,
dumped
sleeping
her. I
around.
mean, she was okay, say she was just dating players. She was just dating Diddy's son, and then she was just dating Diddy.
Oh, I agree on that part, but the rest of it.
Just even if she didn't give neither one of them no twat, she was still in a relationship with both people. What are you doing sitting there comparing to Diddy that your son dick is bigger than yours? What?
Lord.
I mean, look, I have personal rules. Family and friends are off limits. I can't hold everybody to my rules. I'm just saying, maybe not Lori, but in general, your 20s are for dating. Don't get caught that she ain't making no babies. She ain't Future. She ain't leaving each relationship with a baby. And people assume that she has sex. She's a highly sought after woman. The girl got coin, for you to say she got a credit card between her legs.
That's
Steve
true.
Harvey make
She
enough
does.
money for all of them. Her mama made sure of that.
But that's not her money though. See, sometimes people confuse your parents' money with your money.
Steve gives her
Steve
whatever she
Harvey's net
wants.
worth is not Lori's net worth. And I'm gonna stand behind that. She got a credit card machine between her legs, and all they do is swipe. I'm sorry. Nothing she does to me, young women should look up to, should emulate, in my opinion, at all. I don't find nothing like none of that
Correct.
stuff. I
High
just don't.
five. Let's do a virtual high five.
I'm sorry. I
Nothing
just
wrong with
don't.
dating. There's nothing wrong with dating. It's nothing wrong with dating. We all should date. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to try on different shoes until you find something that fits. I think it's the nature and the way dating is done now, with people with everything having to be on social media and the way that it is carried. She already has a stigmatism because of who her mother is. Now, to me personally, she fumbled the bag because the best one that she had was the one that's with Chloe Bailey now. That was a soccer player that's worth $450 million. That was the guaranteed bag. Now you've gone around from the ones ever since then. But I mean, if you're going to base it off the bag, that was a guaranteed money bag. I mean,
nobody's staying with her. Why is no one staying though? Why is no one staying?
Everybody left her.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just too much.
I mean,
And my thing is when you start to have that reputation in the industry, men, you become a pass around. Men just know, okay, she's pretty, she's good to sleep with or whatever, but as relationship wise, it's not happening. No one's making her the wife.
Right.
Well, you don't think when you first start dating somebody whether you would bring them home to your parents.
Who said that's her goal?
Clearly
People
it's
did
not.
that same thing with Cassie. Oh, Cassie wasted 10 years with Diddy. Cassie was being young and getting flown out and having a man spend money on her all her life. As soon as she wanted to go get married and had a baby, she left him and did that. Every woman doesn't aspire to be a wife to whorish, cheating ass, excuse me, men.
I don't think
that's all the men that she has
Cassie
been with.
was giving it up. You think she was with Diddy for 10 years and not giving it up? Cassie allegedly was watching Diddy sleep with men.
It wasn't
y'all, let's
about
move
not
on.
giving it up. She can give it up. She's a grown woman in a relationship.
Okay. All right. We'll all agree to disagree. We all have our opinions and we can agree to disagree. Lena, thank you so much for the super chat. Secret Society by Marsha out of Philadelphia is hot. Okay, I'll check it out. Miisha. Secret Society by Maisha out of Philadelphia is hot. Okay, I will definitely check that out. April B says, preach, Plez. Thank you for the super chat, April. Teresa Moten, thank you for the super chat. Lori is with Michael B. Jordan. I'm happy for you, Marcella, that you found happiness. Love you guys. Michael B. Jordan. Okay.
That's a
yeah, she's with him.
Go ahead.
She's definitely with him. She's definitely didn't what's his name? Amir say that he was flirting with Michael B. Jordan because he used to work for him.
Well,
and he said,
everybody says that he's that.
Yeah. Amir said they flirted. Amir was his assistant. Amir was his assistant, and he said that he told him to suck something. I don't even know. Yeah.
And another boy came out and said that happened to another young man.
Well, he was lying. That one young man was lying, but it's a PR stunt because she needs her image cleaned after that DUI, and he needs his image as far as black women and things that he's said problematically. So that's a
You think it's a PR stunt? That's what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. Rashawn Rye, thank you so much for the super chat. What a waste of time. He is not sorry, remorseful. He is just about himself. Goodbye, Felicia. I think I read that one. Pamela Latham, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. He looked like Splinter on Ninja Turtles. I read those, right? Yeah. I did. I sure did.
I want you to be my lawyer. If I ever get in some trouble, you just argue me down, honey. I'm tongue almighty. And
April B, thank you. I'm sorry, April B, thank you. I'm calling him LeBrick from now on. Well, yeah, he's kind of heavy. Tawana to Inspire TV. Steve said at first that Martell didn't do it right. You heard that too. And why keep calling the baby an it? Feel bad for that baby. That's so sad. Yeah. Teresa Moten says 0 to 3 months are newborns. Yeah, so it's not a newborn baby anymore. It's not. Okay. I'm just saying thank you for the super chat. He missed Melody so much he's wearing her clothes. Okay. Alicia Joyous, thank you so much for the super chat. Reclaiming my time. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna. One more. Jane Vane, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Martell saying he was the dominant parent, but he couldn't even coordinate how to get the kids' hair done, complaining to his mom about he needed help. Yeah. All right, y'all, we are going to call it an evening. Schoolboy, where can they find you?
Oh, well, you can find me on my YouTube at school_boy. You can find me on Twitter at school_boy. And you can find me on Instagram at school_boy_2021.
All right, Marcella, where can they find you?
You can find me on all the Real Housewives discussion once I come out of Facebook jail. And
oh, Lord. You got that.
What you do? Oh, Lord.
And then I have a YouTube page I'm beginning to start posting. It's called Speak with Your Girl Marcella. Please subscribe and come and join me. I will be talking about my divorce on Mondays. My divorces.
Ooh, okay. All right now. Plez, where can they find you?
Hey, y'all can find me over on Instagram at scared_of_beautiful. And here on my YouTube channel, which is Scared of Beautiful, just spaces, no periods.
All right, now, y'all please go support the panel. Go follow them, subscribe to their channels. And you guys can find me here on YouTube where I reside. Subscribe to the channel. Also check out the blog, allaboutthetea.com. But subscribe to the channel because we spill tea here nightly. All right. And it's a key every time. Okay. Teacups, thank you for tuning in tonight. We love you all. Mods, thank you for holding down the chat. And everyone that sent in a super chat or a cash app, thank you so much. So much for helping us keep the lights on. We appreciate you very, very much. I want y'all to stay safe and be blessed. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Yeah. Spill in more tea. Everyone have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.